Did you see this? Oh my goodness. For Pride Month, Burger King did this little thing with the Whopper. You can either have two tops or two bottoms.
Like
Oh,
bottom
your buns.
buns?
Yes, two bottom buns or two top buns.
That's so progressive of them.
But the burger was versatile to begin with. Like, why do we need to have? But honestly, two tops and two bottoms can go together. I would like two bottoms with my meat.
What?
Ah. All right.
It's gonna be inappropriate when you're like, I want two bottoms or two tops because they can take turns or whatever. Hi, I'm Edison.
I'm DC.
And welcome to Femmes React. We're here to watch episode 9 of KinnPorsche. Welcome back from last week. Again, it was controversial because I was like, I hate Porsche, and people were like, that's weird. um, it's not like necessary that I hate Porsche himself, but I just kind of cannot stand everything that he stands for and the history of his archetype as being the reckless, too casual, not caring about consequences type character that doesn't get punished in the same way other people do. I'm a Frank Grimes for Homer Simpson, or like there's a lot of media that has that archetype. Like in Naruto, for example, in like animes where it's just like this main character and they're like, I believe I can do anything. And then they're blessed and they have all this special main character like magic, and all these side characters kind of get left in the dust. And I think growing up, I've never felt that identified with main characters, and so like I'm sick of them getting all the spotlight. That's why I like entourage shows. That's why I like shows where everyone gets a bit of focus. So it's my thing. I thought more people would understand. I didn't expect everyone to love Porsche. What is wrong with y'all? Let's move on from that. Okay, so it's also Pride Month in the US. I don't know how international it is, but happy Pride Month for everyone that celebrates it. That was a really great celebration. I think as queer people, we have a lot of mixed thoughts about Pride Month. I don't know if everyone feels this way, but when corporations start taking over Pride Month, it becomes a bit of an issue. And there was like this Twitter thread that I saw in one of my Discords that I'm in, that was kind of this person just throwing shade at, or like just pointing out how different BL actors are posting about Pride Month and the effort they put into it. And it's like satirical and like a very good bitter energy that I was really into. And in the same vein, like how BL actors will throw out Pride posts, you know, it's a situation where we're closely observing how much they support the queer community because they are profiting and developing their careers off us and representing us. So it's very pivotal that they aren't using us, or we don't feel like they're using us in the same way that I feel like some BL's actors just use it as a stepping stone in their career. I think if you're going to represent a community or appeal to a community, you should respect them. And so the Pride posts are a way to kind of scrutinize the amount of effort they put in. I know Beyond Cloud has updated their socials to reflect Pride, and I'm sure the actors have done something similar, but it's just, yeah, I think part of the larger conversation where corporations are such big players in society, and when they have this facade of pride, you don't know whether or not it's just for your money, and they don't necessarily have a history of supporting LGBT reform or social issues, you know? Like those are when someone's like, I support you, but they don't necessarily put in the work to fight oppression. They're not necessarily making your life better. They're just doing it as a marketing play. So
these conversations about prides and corporations go back all the way up to the 90s and to 2000. Corporations started appealing to gay people because of that, what was called then the pink dollar, because they realized that especially queer relationships and like gay men, lesbian and stuff like that, they were called DICA, dual income, no children, a relationship. And so they had more dispensable dollars. And so you have these corporations who all of a sudden they change their logos to rainbow colors for the month of June. And then when that's over, they go back. I have like a weird relationship with Pride because not only, okay, yeah, it's supposed to be Pride and all this other kind of stuff. However, especially hear that representation of pride was the white cis men. For me, I didn't get to see myself during main pride. That's why also in Washington, D.C., they have what's called Black Pride right before Capital Pride. And that's a way in which other people in the community can have themselves represented in center. There's still those who are marginalized within a marginalized community that still are feeling this. People like disabled people, people of queer people of color, just all of these people. There's some issues with pride writ large, but I think that's a intra-communal conversation, and that needs to talk. I probably went off on something else there.
No, it's what I wanted to just get some insight into. I mean, like, Pride Month is very a US-centric thing. I don't know how much they do there or what they do there.
Another thing which it's a lot of people are pushing back at Pride is like cops being at Pride and cops marching in Pride and trying to, it's problematic when you include the institution of cops. You can have police officers that are queer and they're there as their queer selves, but not as the institution of police, because they abuse some of the marginalized people within the queer community. Black, Latinos, immigrants, and all this other kind of people who are also, they are queer and this stuff. So, you know, it's not safe for them to be there, to have the cops there. So there's all these other kind of conversations that are taking place, but just saying, oh, yay, Pride, without having these thicker conversations.
And I think this whole conversation ties into, you know, whether or not we feel like BL actors are actual advocates or supporters of the community or just doing it just for show. And that like also includes like queer baiting, fan service and all that stuff. It's just, you want to be able to trust these actors and these companies that are representing your community. And yeah, that's just like something I wanted to touch up on, you know, because for Game Boys too, I mean, for Game Boys, you know, the Philippines had their recent election, and Kokoy and Elijah and the company, they did political work for a candidate. And I thought that was really spectacular of them, that their support for the queer community extended, you know, into their personal lives, and they used their platform for good. And so on a side note, I was devastated when Terrence didn't support the same candidate, and Terrence was my favorite, and I just don't know how to feel about him anymore. It's the same with, you know, the Thai BL industry. To what lengths are you going to help the advocacy for queer rights there in terms of marriage equality? And so, you know, GMMTV did that with Not Me, and so like I feel better about Off Gun. They did a really nice job there. But it's like the evolution of BL. It's no longer a standalone form of entertainment and escape for a traditional majority community of women who fantasize about it. It's evolving into something that has impact into society, and the representation of queer people feeds into the understanding of who we are to anyone who consumes it, which is a big population. It's part of the overarching discussion, right? Like, in how media affects everything. So that's the sort of channel we've become. The one who talks about this stuff now.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to question people who are gay for pay. Are you just gay for pay and just taking the money and running, or how does that affect the people who you're playing? It's good to have these conversations and things like that. So yeah.
I know we're meant to be watching KinnPorsche.
We always go into these long intros and just.
Let's get to KinnPorsche. Last week, actually, I had some interesting comments on the YouTube. It's made me like see the show in a different light, just on the complexity of Kin. There's a lot of people, when they sort of decide to debate us, they say this is a dark show about bad person Kin. And I don't think they're doing that. I don't think they're portraying Kin as a bad person. They showed us so much humanity in Kin. The introduction, yes, he shot someone, but since then, he hasn't really done a lot of stuff where he's consciously being malicious or like a bad person. Like, we get his behavior explained in terms of pressure from his dad and his brokenness at having his betrayal from an ex. And so in terms of humanization, I feel like Kin isn't that dark. We haven't got into Vegas yet, but I feel like there's eviler elements coming in this show. So the complexity of Kin is an interesting point because we've seen a lot of his true self in episode 6, where he's kind of like, I don't really want to be the head of the mafia, I just want to escape. In the last episode, he kind of went away with Porsche, and Porsche brought out his more free side, and they could just be a couple. And so I'm really interested in how they develop or see the end game in terms of like, is Kin going to succumb to the pressure of his dad and the whole mafia business and lead it? And is he going to be able to shut off his emotions? And and what does that mean for his relationship with Porsche? So hopefully TAWAN will shake things up and he'll be interesting. The thing with TAWAN is I don't think he didn't want to kill TAWAN, so that like humanizes him even further. Like TAWAN is alive for a reason. I think he shot him, but he did it so TAWAN could escape in the same way he set Porsche free. Yeah, when people say, why are you surprised that Kin raped someone? I don't think he consciously did it in a violent way. I don't think he's a violent person at his core. So I don't know if those arguments are valid. It's a mafia-themed show, but I don't see the darkness or the violence as much there, because of all the comedy as well. So like, I'm probably not understanding the mix of things.
I gotta agree with you with that, because Kin I don't see as a... I know they keep throwing out the word mafia, but there's not really a mafia backdrop. It's like kind of like in the backbacks part. I think of more of a mafia person, less of Ken and more of Tang from History 3 Trapped. Like he was... and he was consistently a mafia person. You know, he was in the mafia and he did that, and that's how he constantly acted. So it's like comparing those two, like Ken is not a mafia person. I don't see it as so. And just, I agree with you. I think it's the comedy. I think it's the comedy that really, I guess, cuts it. Oh, it's dark, but you have like them being afraid of ghosts and like him kicking another person and then watching porn in a funny way and all this other kind of stuff. You're doing dark humor, you would probably do more of a Sopranos and things like that, where that show was dark, but their humor also was kind of like a darker humor, not like this almost comical. It was like it's really cartoonish. It's funny. I enjoy it. I laugh. But that cutting with the supposedly quote unquote dark things, it just, I don't know. There are a lot of different elements here. They don't really flow together. They're just like, okay, this element, this element, this element, this element. But it doesn't really blend.
There's nothing like wrong with the humor per se. It's very Thai BL, and you know, we enjoy that. But it's kind of like the expectation was that this is kind of, I don't know if it's the first, but one of the first Thai BLs to kind of really encapsulate a particular theme of mafia and stuff like that. So I was, expecting, maybe I shouldn't have expected something revolutionary, but something that evolved, something more evolved, something bigger. And people are like, they're not a million production company, your expectations are too high. The quality, the direction, it's all very good. It's all very expensive looking. It's not necessarily to do with that. It's the writing. We need to get something else positive on this sandwich. I feel like.
What? No, but this is it. I'm not okay. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying for right now. For me, it's not in the top 5 worst BLs that I've seen this year. It's not.
That's not a compliment. Top 5 worst.
But also, this is not the worst BL I've seen. I'm saying it's like, it is far from the worst BL that I've seen.
It's like saying to someone, you're not the top 5 ugliest person I've seen this month. Like, it's right. I don't feel like it's a compliment.
I think it's a good BL, and I'm enjoying it, and I enjoy the comedy and things like that. Though it just has problems. That's all, and that's okay. It's mid.
It's mid for me too. But like, I feel like I have more non-mainstream tastes. Like, that sounds really wankery, but like, I did not love Together and 1,000 Stars. And I want to love these shows because they're so popular. And if I'm really positive about it, it'll get more views on our channel and more likes. And I wouldn't have to like fight people in the comments. I really want to like this show so I can grow the channel. because I get that being like a Debbie Downer is not as popular, but I just don't. So yeah,
It's like, you know,
it's okay, but I don't love it.
right, there you go. That's basically, I like it, but I'm not in love with it.
Right.
And this is, I'm just going to say for me, I don't know if I can like a whole piece of work until I see the whole thing.
I don't know. Let's find out what happens in episode 9. I did watch a little gameplay and Jeff compilation on YouTube, and I was like, dang, they had good chemistry. Gameplay is kind of really cute. So having Barcode here, I mean, like, I feel like it's a loss for me. Just Porsche is way too young and way too baby for my liking. I mean, no, nothing against the actor. I just think I prefer gameplay in this situation. Also, there was a post about Vegas's dad and him being in a queer relationship.
Like the actors or the
Vegas's dad's actor, very hunky. Has TAWAN been in other shows? Because I know he's been in Until We Meet Again and I Promise You the Moon. So I'm kind of like keen
What?
to see him here. How could you not love him? How could you not love TAWAN?
Still alive, huh?
Well, you didn't shoot him to death. Oh, and then they all died. So that's why he's free now.
Oh.
I mean, we don't know if that's believable at this point. But I want to believe him.
Aren't y'all kind of locked up already? He's like, you're literally in a jail cell.
If you wanted to kill him, then why didn't you kill him? Like, did you...
Why are you... He's not surprised that he's not dead. That's another thing. It's a very spacious jail cell. I mean, there's no bed, but...
I think it's... I think Vegas uses it as a dungeon sometimes.
A sex dungeon? I'd really be like, I'm not going anywhere. Can you take the cuffs off?
No, you get in trouble for doing that.
Is it Pete? I bet you it's Pete.
Is it Pete? Oh. Oh no, it's Perth. Is he gonna strangle Perth with the handcuffs? He's gonna put them over his neck?
That won't be strangling him.
Oh no.
Okay, well, he didn't do that. Okay. That's good. Perth didn't die yet.
โชคดีที่คุณตะวันได้รับพิษเข้าไปไม่เยอะเลยไม่เป็นอะไรมาก
Who poisoned Tawan? I mean, Tawan's hair looks great for a prisoner.
He didn't have a bed, but he did have like a little sink where he could wash his hair and shampoo and conditioner.
Tawan could be playing double agent here, which is fun. Don't trust him. Don't trust him, Kin. Once they betray ya, they'll betray you again. Oh, I love this outfit. Nice.
The higher you go in the mafia, like the higher your level, that's buttons you have to button up on your shirt. Because all the bodyguards, they had to be buttoned up and had a tie. And like them, they're just like 3 buttons down.
Oh, they're worried the minor family is going against them.
แต่ผมเป็นคนที่อยู่ข้างๆคุณคินตลอดในช่วงที่คบกับคุณตะวัน
Ooh.
แล้วคนที่เริ่มสงสัยจนจับได้ว่าเขาคือคนทรยศ ก็คือผม
Things are starting to get interesting. I like this sort of like, can he be trusted or not thing.
บริการใหม่คินใช่ไหม
Oh, I feel bad for Big. If he likes Kin, he watched Tawan win him over and then betray him, and then he's seen Porsche win his heart over, and then he's just kind of there like,
ป่านนี้ก็คงจะ
what about me?
รู้ว่าจะเอายังไงต่อ แทนคุณ คงจะโหวตให้รีบฆ่าทิ้ง ส่วนคุณกรณ์ก็คงจะมองภาพกว้าง เลือกเก็บไว้ใช้ประโยชน์ต่อ
How does he know this?
สุดท้ายก็ต้องขึ้นอยู่กับคิน
He's smart. He's a double agent.
I'd be like, can you please just shut up?
ว่าเลือกสิ่งที่เหมาะที่สุดกับหัวใจเขาเอง
Porsche, you shouldn't have said anything.
Tawan's playing. He's playing a good game. I like manipulative characters. They're so interesting. What? Is Porsche just like, oh no, the ex is back. I feel insecure again. I hope Wick doesn't like steal Porsche's song and then like make money off it. No, then you get sued. Okay.
No, how would he get sued? He's a big mafia person.
That's true.
And Porsche is just like Porsche. Like, what is Porsche gonna do?
Right?
He can steal it all he wants. And look, he's thinking about stealing it. See? There you go.
He's like, I'm part of the mafia.
He's thinking about stealing that song.
He's like, I'm ready
Look at
to
him.
gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Look at him! And now everybody's gonna see, it's a mafia show. What did you expect him not to steal his song? That's the most mafia shit right there.
Oh, it's Arm. My other baby.
พอดไงมึงไม่สังเกตเหรอ
Hmm.
ไม่พอให้คุณคินอ่ะ
Oh, Arm. Arm's the one who notices.
Pete's just like, what?
พีทมึงคือคนที่กูไว้ใจที่สุด
Oh. Are you sure about that? I would love
Really, though?
I would love if Pete was like
ลิตวา
a traitor. I know he's like a cinnamon roll, but I would love that duality where he's kind of like a cinnamon roll and then a mastermind. I don't know if this is a queer thing, but armpits. Armpits. I don't know, they're just like great. But is it just a me thing? I don't know. Happy Pride! Armpits. Like, I feel like that's what they're doing, right? Happy Pride, here's some armpits. Okay.
Some people are into armpits.
I thought it was just everyone, but maybe it's just select.
I think it's a very select few who have that palate, you know. A discerning palate.
จำได้ปะที่ญี่ปุ่นปะ
They went to Japan? Korea? Oh my god! He knows what he's doing! He's like, we've been to Japan and Korea. Take that,
Yeah.
Porsche.
And then here's the family in France.
Oh my god. Because I don't like Porsche, I'm shipping these two. Let's do it. Let's go to one. Let's go, Kin and Tawan.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. Yes.
มีประชุมไม่ใช่เหรอครับ คุณคิน
Don't you have a meeting to get to? That's not here.
ประชุมแล้ววะ
Don't you have a twink on call or something?
ฟิสิกส์
Porsche's like, can you stop flirting with Tawan in front of my face? Oh my god, Tawan and Kin! I hope Tawan's a nice person. I mean, I know he's not because Kin is traumatized. But it would be nice if Tawan was not manipulative and innocent.
You hear the music already. He's not a good person. Okay, I really would prefer KinnPorsche.
What? Really? Over Tawan or Kin?
You know what?
I love it. I love the suffering and the jealousy. Oh, that was sinister. No, I do like it. Oh, this manipulative person.
เลวและยำ
You know what? Cancun is all about fashion because he's wearing a trench coat inside.
Why does he keep watching Tankun? Oh my god. What?
There you'd be like Cancun watching, huh?
I wouldn't be like, ill gross. I'd be like, TAWAN, have all my secrets. She's like, what am I gonna do next time Kin is here and my boobs aren't big?
I love it that York is like
The confidant. Like,
right.
Porsche's friends don't exist anymore.
But she was a friend before all this.
เขาไม่ทำกันแล้ว
A boss, yeah.
พังกันมาตั้งกี่คู่แล้วนี่
Yeah, jealousy is so boring as a device.
Side note, all the best people are named York in BL.
Did I hate Yok? Okay, I mean, it's Pride Month, and thighs are also another great part.
Them tidy whities are
Happy Pride! What is this referencing again?
risky business.
Okay, I've never watched that. Oh, he wanted to perform for Kin. Right?
No.
As a seduction thing?
I'm sick.
Did Yok tell him to pretend to be sick
No.
for some quality time?
รีกระบวนท่าที่หนึ่ง
Oh, okay, yes.
แต่กางเกงออก
I'm weak, so I don't have to pretend. Oh, he looks like that. That Michelangelo painting.
กระบวนท่าที่สองลองคุมเกมบ้าง อย่าให้ข้าศึกใดดังเด้อ
โอ้โอเคไหมเนี่ย โอเคอันนี้กูห่มผ้า
I'm so enjoying this.
กูว่าตรงเนี้ยอุ่นกว่า
Why is Kin not getting the message?
เนี่ย
What is going on?
แล้วมันชอบไหมล่ะ
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh my god, who is here? Pete!
Pete.
Oh, dear.
Nasty.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, ew.
กูดูซีรีส์กับ
Ew.
Okay.
เห็นกูดูดื่ม
Do you not notice
ตอนนี้กูหนูนอกไปแล้ว
another pair of legs there?
Nah.
Oh, he's drunk.
Oh, he's gonna lie on top of them. It's gonna be a sandwich.
เฮ้ยพอด
Oh
ทำไมวันนี้มึงตัวยาวๆจังวะ
my god.
Why do you have 3 legs?
กูว่ากูเมาแล้ว
Okay. Yeah, okay, you better go. You gotta go, Pete.
แฟนเด็ก
แต่แบบนี้ก็เสียวดีเหมือนกันเนาะ
จะเล่าซีรีส์เรื่องนี้ให้ฟัง แม่งโคตรสนุก
Oh my god, Pete.
ตอนจบนะ
Oh my god, Pete. Oh my god, Pete.
look at Ken. Ken is just like tapping his foot.
He's like, I'm running out of oxygen. Are they not gonna get out of the room?
Oh, okay. Well, they're doing what they needed to do.
That's not a fantasy of mine. Oh my god.
That's
Someone's like, I can smell Kin's spunk on your breath. Happy Pride!
you smell like sex.
Oh my god. I kind of love Tawan's character.
ไอ้เคนนะ
I just want to see him manipulate.
You just love him because he's a foil to Porsche.
I really enjoy manipulative characters, people who use their psychological wits, because they're so powerful with just their mind. I don't think Porsche would be a match for him, though. Psychologically.
Not psychologically. Like, I like Porsche, and I know he's not a match for him psychologically.
Unless he's very secure in the love. Which he's not. What? That's his move?
Told you.
That was cunning music. You know, all this directional stuff, it's on purpose. They're definitely painting TAWAN to be suspicious. Oh, but they're doing the same music here. Wow. Pete's hair just flops so naturally. Why does his wrist look injured?
Uh-oh. Pete's almost dead.
Alright. Nice. Pete. Good going. Vegas reminds me of like a white tiger for some reason. He's got a very tiger-ish face and aura.
Yeah, he does have a face like a cat.
I wonder how like culpable Macau is in like Vegas's schemes. This is fun music. I feel like I'm in Stardew Valley.
ทำบุญร่วมชาติตักบาตรร่วมขันชาติหน้าเราจะได้มาเจอกันอีก
Aww.
No, I don't think Peter wants to. Mr. Peter wants to see Vegas in his next life.
Uh-oh. Are y'all doing... Oh, no, they can't be doing that.
What?
Are they trying to ship Vegas and Pete?
Yeah, they're one of the side couples in the novel.
What? Alright. Okay.
There's been a lot of, like, I think, talk about how they're gonna portray Vegas and Pete, because obviously Vegas is a very disturbed person.
Toxic.
I don't even know toxic. I think downright abusive, honestly. So what I'm seeing is they're hinting at it. I don't know how they're going to change it from the novel, but from reading the comments, I assume Pete is traumatized or in fear of Vegas. So the whole thing about like being reincarnated in their next life together is psychologically horrifying. Like not even being able to escape your abuser through death. But I don't necessarily know if that's the narrative because I haven't read it. So, but
You know how you say, Porsche is like too immature for Kim and stuff like that, and all this, and he's just so innocent and all this other kind of stuff. That's the way I feel about Pete in Vegas.
really?
Like, yeah, even though he's a bodyguard, I see him as very, out of all of those, he's very innocent and childlike. Like, he's the last person to know about Porsche and Ken. And even when Porsche came into the room, he was like, yeah, they were like, he was putting tough on me and all this other kind of stuff. I think he's so innocent, even though he's in this world and stuff like that.
I don't think I'm going to judge Pete until I see more of him.
Little baby doe eyes, So, I don't know. The rest of the bodyguards did like sign up and join up, like on their own reconnaissance, right?
Oh, he's wearing like a galaxy horoscope shirt. Yeah, we don't know how Pete's in this business. Like, why would he choose to be a bodyguard? Like, someone with this personality. That's the thing. Like, he has to have some sort of like capabilities. Vegas Peters are like a really popular couple. Like, I've seen a lot of people being fans of them. So I'm just like not sure what's involved with them. Is Porsche planting something?
Dude, you're like the worst mastermind.
Okay, awkward. What were you doing up there, bro?
Why is he putting stuff in there when it's...
Oh. I'm just like giving him a hand. Happy Pride! He wants to support his buddy. Oh, my darling. So supportive. He's like, I know you're insecure.
It's like, yeah, I don't believe that.
ความจริงกูไม่เป็นไร
One of my favorite characters. Yay, a king.
พอสู้
Is he having a second shower? This is the day after us.
Showers.
He just washed. This has to be the day after, right?
Sometimes it's hot, so you want to have like 2 showers. Might take one in the morning, one in the evening.
Okay, like I just need some time reference.
ๆฟังอะไรอยู่วะ
Oh my god, pee!
คู่ไหนอะคู่เล็กมึงไม่รู้จักหรอก เฮ้ย กูชอบเชียร์คู่เล็ก
Oh my god, pee!
สเปน อังกฤษ อิตาลี
Oh my god, pee! What does Kin want? Oh, he wants the secrets.
ไหนล่ะหลักฐานเอาผิดไอ้พวกทรยศใจร้อนเหมือนเดิมเลยนะพินมึงถามว่าอยู่ที่ไหน อยู่ที่มีแต่ตะวันเท่านั้นที่รู้
Ooh, a trap.
He has nice dimples.
พรุ่งนี้ผมกับพอสจะไปเอาหลักฐานมา
You should bring more people. No?
ตะวันกับคิน
Oh.
2 คน
Oh, this is your game.
ทำไมเพราะตะวันไม่ไว้ใจใครไงคินก็รู้ไม่ใช่หรอว่ามีสายของพวกนั้นอยู่ที่นี่
Okay, but what if it's a trap?
ดีไม่ดีกาดคนไหนสักคนอาจจะเป็นสายของพวกนั้นก็ได้
How does Tawan know that there's a mole?
Tawana has all this information.
That's suspicious.
ไม่ไว้ใจพวกตระกูลรองอยู่แล้วไม่ใช่หรอ
Oh, but maybe it's from, ages ago when they were together.
มันจะไม่เอาความปลอดภัยของตะวันไปเสี่ยงกับความใจ
Nice, yes. Use his weakness as an excuse.
คินจะไปกับตะวันแค่2 คน หรือไม่ คินก็จะไม่เห็นหลักฐานชิ้นนี้อีกเลย
Can't he just be like, okay, you get no protection anymore? Like, it's, I don't get it, Kin.
I'd be like, kill him.
I'd be like, alright, bye, thanks. Yeah, throw him back. Jeez, where's the mafia part of you, Kin? Where's this darkness? Throw him back.
Oh, he took off his towel.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Tawan's playing him.
But Porsche's gonna follow them secretly. Pete's lonely. I think if he's traumatized, he needs a bit of comfort. And so that's why he's like, hi, my friend. Is he training? How do you sit at the bottom of a pool like that? I can't even get down there. Hey, Vegas. Oh, I really want Vegas to be nice, but he's not. Is he here to apologize for, like, last time? Oh my god, don't put your pants in the water!
Vegas is so chaotic. Just put his pants in water.
He's here to be like, sorry, my friend, that I
หมอผมไว้มาหาพอได้
tried to kiss you while you were drunk.
เรื่องคืนนั้นน่ะ
Okay, okay.
Wow.
ผมขอโทษนะ
Oh, see, he said I'm sorry. About the kissing.
Oh, okay. Are you not trying to overthrow the main family? Maybe he's not.
ตั้งแต่ผมจำความได้อะมีงานสกปรกก็โยนให้เราทำผมมีเรื่องอะไรก็สงสัยเราก่อนตลอด ถ้าวันหนึ่งพี่ลองอะสั่งให้พอสมาเก็บผมอะอย่าให้มันทรมานมากได้ไหม
Oh, okay. 2 in the chest and 1 in the head.
Well, was that a yes? Like, that was not a yes.
Y'all could just, like, talk about stuff. Instead of you sneaking around thinking that those 2 are going to be off going their own thing. At the bath?
He is washing a lot. Is it the same day? Like 3 times?
Cleanliness is next to godliness. And it's a bath. Also, it's so relaxing. Have you just like a bubble bath?
Tawan has nothing else to do, I guess, besides wash his body. Oh, they're there already. Ooh, that mirror shot was cool. As if he was trapped in an illusion. Maybe there's a gun. He's like, here's for shooting me. Oh, it's USB. He could have just told Kin to move, you know?
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Happy Pride! Oh, that is fun. He wasn't lying. There is some evidence here. Amazing. Oh, TAWAN, what's your game? Oh, it's a trust game.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Porsche, you're definitely going to misunderstand this positioning. Does TAWAN know that Porsche bugged him? Okay, never mind.
Oh, he knew that Porsche was he knew that he was being bugged, and he knew that Porsche was going to follow him. And he knew he's putting a wedge between them.
Masterful.
TAWAN is a mastermind.
I love it.
Besides, also, the little secret listening device had a blinking light on it. Like,
oh, Arm is just like, Arm is kind of like, I didn't do this. Where's Arm? Poor Arm. He must feel so guilty. What? Oh my god. Perth is like, yes, I will lock him up gladly, because you know he hates Porsche.
oh, wow.
I don't feel like that's enough to incriminate Porsche and put him into a cell.
But, okay, so this is ridiculous.
It is a bit ridiculous. I need time to process.
What TAWAN did was he knew Porsche was listening. He knew he was going to be jealous and he was going to follow along. And so he just flipped that script and just like, oh, you know what? Now you can trust me. Even though I'm out of it, you mistrust me and you thought I broke your trust with that. Now I'm getting back in with you and now you can trust me for this. But look, this other person is distrustful. So that breaks his stock up a little bit more. I think that Ken is overreacting because it's not like Porsche sold him out to like another family or anything like that. He basically followed him to make sure he was going to be okay. Like, I'm not on Ken's side.
I think I'm still trying to understand this reaction from Kin. Because I agree. I don't think Porsche did anything that deserves a mistrust. He just planted a listening device to someone he didn't trust. Fair enough. Like, he got found out and it's just kind of like, hey, yeah, I'm not involved in this. But like, is it the writing?
Porsche didn't trust them in so much as the family didn't trust them because the family had their own cameras in TAWAN's room. That's what Cancun was looking at.
That's true.
Was the family they didn't trust them to begin with. Like they had cameras on him and stuff like that. So
unless it's a mastermind play, unless Kin is playing Forte chess and he's like, I'm gonna lock Porsche up, so you think I did trust Porsche and you think I trust you, but I don't trust you and I trust Porsche. Like, I don't know. I think on the other hand, this might just be showing how affected Kin is with trust and the mafia and how he can't let his guard down ever.
But if that's the case, then why is he so easily willing to trust TAWAN again? TAWAN coming back, he admits that he sold the family, he sold out the information, but I did it because of my family was in danger. But you still did this act of betrayal.
That's the thing. I can't tell if it's Kin not making sense or if it's the writing that's not giving enough detail. Everyone's going to be like, of course Kin did this, he's a mafia. But I'm kind of like, is this to show like the kind of breakdown of his internal trust system, or like how cold he is, or like how cold he has to be?
TAWAN's there to like console him?
I'm so confused. Maybe TAWAN is just so masterful that he really knows how to push Kin's buttons.
เห็นหน้าก็รู้แล้วว่าผ่าน
ไม่หนุกเลยก็นะได้ที่
Oh, does that mean he got into the university? That's cute. What is he gonna give him? Oh, it's a pig.
Oh, the pic that he was making.
Oh my god, it's like Bad Buddy all over again.
ผมชอบพี่นะ
Good golly gracious, Nelly G. Oh my gosh, okay, alright.
คือผมบนเอาไว้อะว่าถ้าผมสอบผ่านผมอยากจะมา
Ah,
สิ่งที่แบบ
okay, Jeff, I mean, Kim, that was quick for your feelings to get to this stage.
He was feeling it like back when he was thinking about stealing his song.
Oh no, not another one of these characters that have fallen to love.
And now Kim is going to be not good at like taking over the family and
From the perspective of someone who would have crushes on what idols, like it's an amazing fantasy, but like I just don't see it. I don't see it from Kim. He's rubbing it in his face, and it's delicious. Oh, TAWAN.
นมร้อนกินด้วยนะ จะได้หลับสบาย
I love it. I love how evil he is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You don't need to play this sad music, okay? We get a Porsche sad.
I think if Porsche is pissed off.
กูไม่เชื่อว่าไอ้พอร์ตมันจะหักหลัง
Porsche didn't do anything.
กูว่าไอ้ตะวันมันใส่ร้าย
Framed?
มองจากดาวอังคารมึงรู้เลย
What? Porsche did plant some listening devices
ไม่ใช่ว่าไง
on TAWAN.
แต่ที่แกทำมาดีแล้วนะ
But he didn't betray y'all.
มีกระด้างกระเดื่องแน่
I'm so confused. Is there more to the scene besides the listening device?
ขอแค่เชื่อใจผม
He did plant the other thing besides the listening device, the other thing up in the.
Is this Vegas? It's Vegas.
อย่าไปกับผมนะพอร์ต
Huh? What? How? What? Vegas, how hard have you fallen for Porsche? Or is Vegas?
could
What?
be-
Is Vegas and
or-
Kin working together?
Right. Like Ken's like, go downstairs and ask Porsche to run away with you.
There's still 20 seconds. There we go.
Oh, there.
ผมเชื่อว่าต้องมีเบาะแสที่ห้องลับของเวกัสอย่างแน่นอน
แล้วมึงจะให้กูส่งมึงเข้าไปตายกันเหรอ
ผมต้องไปครับ เพราะผมเชื่อใจพอร์ต
What are we missing?
I don't know. There's probably a side story that we didn't see.
That was KinnPorsche episode 9. What the heck? Like, I don't get it at all. Okay, I think it's making more sense. TAWAN's like, this dude can't be trusted because he's acting on his own accord without instructions. So you don't know what he's up to. So I think because the guard aren't meant to like do things without instructions, he's suspicious as the mole. And so they're locking him up in case he is the mole. I think that's the reasoning. So that makes sense to me, but I wish they explained that, if it is that.
He wanted to follow along to find out who this information about the mole is because he wanted to stop us from getting the information about the mole.
I mean, if Porsche was the mole hypothetically, he planted the listening devices, he followed them to double betray them. Like, Kin would be dead. Like, I feel like if he was the traitor, he would have already done something instead of just getting information.
I think I think you may have hinted at something with the agency part and just them having agency and going off on their own. Papa Ken, Big Daddy Ken, said, they're going out and doing their own thing, then you'll have a domino effect. So I think it's less about that and more of a history of Porsche doing his own. Porsche has not been. He doesn't really follow order. He's not falling in line like everybody else. Consistently, him kind of doing his own thing in his own way has been kind of tolerated up to a point. And I think this is now just at this point, it's like, okay, this is fucking enough. Like, I don't think it's like less about the betrayal, it's more about the consistent insubordination of, and I think this is what you've been talking about. This is his come up and because he's been doing his own way and kind of recklessly doing it and stuff like that.
Like, it's funny that Arm was not involved in that scene. Like, he provided the tech. They're not like, where did you get this tech, dude? So I like how he's not kind of culpable, but I also enjoyed how willing Perth was at grabbing Porsche. He was like, yeah, I will knock this guy down a peg or two. But them saying that TAWAN was like, you can't trust him, that's where I got confused, because I was like, it's not a trust thing, is it? Like, Kinn still trusts him, I believe. I think the episode just wants us to believe that TAWAN was able to manipulate Kinn, but I don't think he has, even though I want him to have. Because TAWAN is so fun to watch. People are like, this is a mafia show. People do bad things. Get used to it. I'm like, watch me revel in this evil character. I love TAWAN's mastermind abilities.
Well, I think in this episode, it shows not TAWAN being able to manipulate Kinn, but TAWAN has been able to manipulate Porsche.
Anyone. Like, yes.
But the thing about it, what I really see is that less ability to manipulate and down. He can manipulate, but anybody higher, like Papa Kinn and all this other
and Tankun, he can't manipulate Tankun.
And actually, Tankun is as colorful of a character as he is. He is the most like on point about this stuff, and he makes the most logical sense sometimes, even though he's been like.
The thing is, TAWAN can like predict people, because he predicted what Tankun and Kinn's dad would vote on him, and he predicted that he would get protection. I don't think he gave himself over without knowing how he would play it out. So that's the thing I really enjoy, is that sort of character that has this psychological read and is able to act on that. And the thing I'm looking least forward to is them defeating TAWAN, because I'm like, there's no way you can outsmart him. Like, come on. Oh, that's, yeah, I don't know.
Well, this is the one thing I do. If they outsmart him, I hope it's Kinn doing it. And I
hope it's Arm doing it, and I hope it's not because of the power of love. If they outsmart TAWAN, it better not be because of love. Like, that would be so boring.
I want it to be Kinn seeing these things and stuff like that. I don't want it to be Porsche through some like weird, wacky.
No. Oh my god, please. No, this is why I hate Kung Fu Panda. It's like the smart characters get beaten by ridiculousness. I enjoy TAWAN so much.
You know that even though we said we like this episode and we like all this other kind of stuff, people are still gonna bring the KinnPorsche stands are going to be like, you have to love it.
I really enjoyed this episode. I was just confused at the end, which made me enjoy it less, because I'm like, please make sense.
I like it. Like, it's very, when it's getting a little bit more cerebral.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like, there were so many like directional things in the show that made TAWAN like knowable that he was the villain. They lingered on his face and his smile and sort of his manipulations. And so this idea of moral ambiguity, are they gonna like redeem TAWAN, or are we gonna be like, this is a mafia BL, we have our good characters and we have our evil characters, and that's kind of it. And like painting Kinn as good, you know, I feel like defeats the purpose of people saying this is a mafia BL, everyone's evil, because not everyone is evil to the same extent. I'm just kind of like, you know.
Well, we know TAWAN was evil because he betrayed the family. That is a bad thing. So he was seeing bad. You know, I mean, there is clear, this person is good, this person is bad here. And we see Porsche, good. Porsche, good. You know, you have these people who are like good, even like Pete. In this realm, you still have those good and bad archetypes.
Right. So yeah, I just don't feel like it's a valid reason to be like, why are you so upset about Kin raping someone? Like, these are evil people. So I'm kind of like, well, the show doesn't think so. The show is portraying this good person.
And also, killing people, you still have heroes and anti-heroes who kill people, and they're still considered good archetypes.
It's not like just because they're killing people, all morals are out the window, you know?
Batman used to kill people.
What did you feel about the Porsche confession?
We've just always been on the opposite of sides of this. I thought it was cute. I still see Porsche seeing Kim as Kim instead of Wick, because he did tell him his name and he has been helping and there has been intimate thing. And it was just like, oh, he's trying to get it out and he's like, oh, I like you and stuff like that. And as far as Kim, and I've been pointing out Kim falling for him beyond like using him for the last 3 episodes. I know you don't like it. So yeah, that's as far. I thought it was cute. It'll be very interesting going forward how the truth will actually affect their relationship, because he still sees Kim as the star and stuff like that, but then here's this whole thing about, okay, not only are you a mafia, oh, you know my brother, oh, you've been spying on me this whole time.
No, that's true. I am looking forward to that betrayal or like that secret finding. For me, like, I enjoyed Barcode's portrayal of Porsche. Like, it felt very innocent, sweet, relatable, you know, when you have a crush on a celebrity and how you would confess to them if you had the chance and give it your all and all that stuff. Like, it felt genuine. Like, the actor did a great job. But from the perspective of Kim, I'm just not sold. I'm just not sold on the feelings. Like, I know that they have to get there, so, you know, the juicy betrayal stuff can happen, and the relationship is complicated because he's part of the mafia, and that would be really fun. But I just don't see, like, someone with Kim's personality being melted by someone like Porsche. I just feel like he's too cool, basically. I just feel like he would be used to fans adoring him. What makes Porsche more special than the rest of them? He just felt way too easily. So that's where I feel like I don't get the connection. It's these people falling too easily.
I don't see Kim as being too cool. I think like Wick, I think because he has this dueling personality, the persona of Kim is, and especially being with the mafia, especially being with bodyguards and stuff like that, he's so guarded and actually not around people. I think that the genuineness that Kim sees in Porsche, because when he's around the mafia and stuff like that, he's around a whole bunch of people that are just terrible. And then just to see the innocence of Porsche, and then also speaking just his feelings and stuff like that, someone genuine, I think that contrast maybe for him.
That makes sense a little bit more. I just feel like these mafia people need to be a bit more colder. I know they're human, but it's just like, dang, they fall easily for anyone. Like, I don't know, like, maybe it's believable for other people. Maybe I don't. I have a harder time putting contrasting personality types together into one person. But
do you think Vegas is the right amount of cold?
I think Vegas really likes Porsche, and there's a type of, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like he is the type of kid who grew up as a psychopath. He like dissected bugs for fun, and he has this fascination with all that stuff. But he always has given me like a guy who wants to look up to other people and not to feel like rejected and disapproved of for his interests. That's what I'm getting from it as an archetype. And I think what he sees in Porsche is just someone who's so easygoing and accepting and open-minded that I feel like his attraction is a very like, I can be myself around this guy sort of feeling. I get that Vegas is disturbed. So that he makes a lot of sense to me in terms of how he's complex. Kim to me is just like, I'm a cool pop star. I have a brain to go against my dad and trying to figure out the mysteries of Porsche. When I interact with people like that who are a bit more logical and cerebral and more grounded, I don't see them kind of being whisked away by the whimsy of love or falling, you know, for the next person they met. Like they're a bit more, that's not their gig. He just is an endearing kid, and I didn't think an endearing kid would break Kim. But in saying that, yeah, okay, I do maybe have like a narrow-minded perspective of people and how they should be, so I just like, I like things to kind of follow patterns and make sense in the world. So, but I get, you know, people are complicated. The other thing is, these are all fictional characters. You can literally make them whatever you want. So it's just the believability for me is missing here.
Mix them up. I've seen like people dating other people, and you're just like, how did they get with them? You know? And I'm like,
I do think that a lot sometimes.
Right. So there you go.
So there I go.
In real life.
Real life is not believable.
Real life is. I want to speak who wrote real life.
I want to speak to the manager of real life. No, you're right. No, yeah, that's true. Even in real life, I'm just kind of like, they're together? Like, what? Yeah, let's wrap up there. Thank you everyone for watching this reaction to KinnPorsche episode 9. Leave us a like, leave us some comments, tell us what you thought, if you're as confused as us, or if you totally got it and want to just be like, you just don't understand.
This is a higher level understanding of KinnPorsche.
The writing is so like big brain that you can't comprehend it, and that's your fault. But yeah, and just like subscribe to us if you haven't already. But oh, the Twitter. How did we even do anything with the Twitter?
Like, I'll do it next week because I've got some active followers and I talk to people and stuff like that. But follow us on Twitter. Like, there you go. Follow us on Twitter and we'll give you a shout out here.
Yeah, have a chat with DC, and yeah, we'll see you next week for the 10th episode of KinnPorsche. I hope to see TAWAN win and kind of, I know he's gonna lose and I hate that, but yeah. Anyways, thank you everyone, bye.
Bye.
Happy Pride.